It seems that some of you may have missed the point of the video yesterday. Especially if you didn't watch more to the end about me saying that Trump has worn certain headgear, kissed certain walls, and I'm slightly dubious of him. If you didn't get to that stage, then maybe you didn't pick up what the point of the video was. The point of the video is this: he may well be a globalist, he may well be part of the plan, but the very fact that he's now banned a load of that insanity, right, and the fact that he's actually coming out and saying the words we've all been thinking, right, so it's now in the public forum, if you like, that now he's saying it, many others will say it, that's the important part. I've just met a guy in a garage, and to that guy, hello again, right, I've just met a guy in a garage, and he said, I'm so glad about your videos and stuff, because it makes me realise I'm not on my own. We're not. And I said to him, and I'll say it to you, so many out there now are thinking like us, even the ones on what we'll call the left right now. We're not talking about the evil ones or the bad ones, we're just talking about the left and right dichotomy. We're not talking about good and evil here, right? But even the naive people, even the ones that were hoodwinked and all of that lot, they're all seeing it now, right? But the fact that it can be talked about openly, that's the key thing here. In Russia, during communism, they knew it was bad, but you couldn't talk openly about it lest you be dragged off, questioned, and worse. The fact that over there he's changed the laws so that you can't be openly persecuted, right, for talking common sense. The fact that he's actually called out the fact that there are obviously only two genders, right, and that the lunatics, the evil ones, are really struggling to find an argument. I watched a clip on it yesterday. There was a load of them on there, including Dave Rubin, who said that if Biden had done his full term, he said this in the past, that if Biden had done his full term, that he would quit. Well, clearly he didn't, but that's another thing, right? But the key point is, one of the lefties on here, and he was saying, oh, well, he's obviously wrong about the two genders. And they said, well, okay, how many more are there than two genders? And these fucking absolute Marxist wanker couldn't say, well, there's obviously two genders, right? But he couldn't say more because it's obvious. But this is a key. We're talking about it now. It's out in the forum. We'd have tried saying anything in the early days of the Biden administration over there or over here now, right? That, look, at the end of the day, there's two genders. That's it. Like, you won't like this, and I'll say it. That God made it. Sorry about the light. I'm in a dark area. That God made man and female, or nature, if you atheists want, like, made a male and a female, and in between that was obviously birth anomalies, all right, that sometimes people were born with both sets of genitalia, or to some extent, all right. Nobody's fault that is just the way it happens every now and again, but generally speaking, for the most part, there's male and female, all right. Now, if you believe that you are a woman when you are a man, it doesn't change the fact that you're a man, okay? It's just the way your brain perceives it, okay? In the same way that I can't believe that I'm driving an articulated now because I'm driving a rigid, and I can't drive it as an articulated because I would crash. Those are facts. You can't change it. Now, he may well be part of the richer families. He may be part of the cabal. He may be part of this, that, and the other. But the fact that he's changed the things that he has at the moment, and that people can openly come out and talk about stuff, and he's released a load of people who clearly were guilty, all right, and now hopefully will release a load of documents that shows a lot of the corruption. Great. Yes, he didn't drain the swamp the last time. I get this. And a lot of you are saying, why are you focusing on America when England's fucked? England is fucked, all right? But we need something on the world stage to show up England or its leadership for just how fucked it is. Because, say for instance, somebody came along, completely new thinking, all right, that actually had the ability to be able to change stuff. Because we know that in many cases the presidency doesn't do as much as we think it does. The example of this would be, there was no way that Joe Biden during his time there was physically or mentally capable to run a country. You need so many layers underneath you or outside you. So say, for instance, maybe the president's like the key skin with inside the onion, and all the layers go around that. It is no different to the UK. I mean, they've already said that the minutes are already typed up prior to going to a meeting nowadays, especially on things like the World Economic Forum, the Health Organization, and how we're going to push, I don't know, or how they're going to push the latest thing, the vaccine and all the rest of it. It is nothing but pantomime. But what I wonder is, if we had good and honest men go in there, could they change this? Because a lot of people are saying, oh, well, you can't vote your way out of it. And I don't think that you can. But I'd like to hope that there was a possibility that maybe you could. Or at least somebody came out, tried, failed, and said, while they're in power, this is the situation, and blew the doors wide open on it and exposed the truth to all of us, so that then we could be, I don't know, informed, outraged, take a plan B, whatever. But something has to change, all right? It's all right just sat there, because I've had a load of comments about this, sat there going, oh, well, you know, you're buying into it, you're this, that. No, but at the moment I don't have any other plans. And incidentally, nor did those in the comments, all right? Some of them are going, oh, revolution, great. Have you got any friends that give you a hand? Or are you just on your own saying this? Because that's how it is these days. They've not the fucking capacity for people to stand together without all of a sudden deciding that, no, I want to be the leader, I don't want him to be the leader, or I want to make more money out of this. I mean, every organisation that stood up that's decided it want to make a change got infiltrated and broken. So until that can change, people that talk about wanting a revolution, good luck getting that off the fucking ground. I wish you all the best. I usually find that things like that come about, actually, when things have got so utterly and obviously more desperate. You know, when the actual country itself starts taking people into custody, people go missing, that kind of stuff. But at the moment, I can't see that. I mean, we're bad, but not that bad yet. But that's kind of where we are at the moment. There's also a lot of people that no matter what you say, will always want to put a negative slant on it. There's also other idiots out there from what I would call the opposite side of the spectrum, who were pointing out to me that he's released all of these Nazis. Sorry, Sweet Pea. Real Nazis, you need to look at your history. They were born in a certain area and from a certain ideology. So that's that. Since then, there's been people LARPing as Nazis, all right? And they're fucking idiots. But there you go. So, yeah, the term thrown around Nazi to try and make people feel bad or shut up about a certain topic, that was useless probably about 2 or 3 years ago. So for any of you still using that, you are a laughing stock. A lot by your own people, by normal people, and especially by our side. When you say that, it makes us smile. It makes us laugh. We pity you. Well, sometimes. Most of the time we just take the piss out of you, because that's all you're worth. Your existence as being the people who are permanently offended, people that are looking to tear things down rather than rebuild stuff, people who are looking to break society, people who are looking to destroy kids' futures, people who are looking to import what I'll call the enemy to destroy the country that you live in. You are finished. You won't get another go like you had last time. It won't happen, all right? Nobody in their right mind will vote for you mindless fucks, because they realise just how utterly insane you are, how toxic you are, and how harmful to yourself, let alone everybody else, you are. And also, they realise that how weak you are, how pointless you are, and how that actually when you get up in somebody's face and start giving them shit, you're useless. Absolutely, and you should be pitied or ridiculed. Better still, made a mockery like we used to. I mean, in the old days, say for instance the teachers that you now have in schools, if they tried that shit, we'd have destroyed them. I remember there was one teacher at school, he was a bit of a lefty and a weak one, the kids bullied him so much into suicide. No, I'm not suggesting that was a good thing at all, but that is the ability of kids. They are ruthless, okay? I remember the next day, fuck me, the teachers went mental. I wasn't even in the fuckers class and I got bollocked. But yeah, the weak, they will fail. And our teachers, many of them at the moment, are gutless, weak capitalists. Not all of them. Some of them don't like this shit and they'll fight back, but a lot of them, they'll just teach whatever you tell them to because they want to keep their job. Anyway, it's going to go completely black now, so I'll get off. But I was hoping that would clear up some of the doubters. Anyway, let's get on and pay our taxes. Bless. I'll see you in a bit.